Howdy, folks. Welcome to our little corner of the world. Gather around and let me tell you about Barron, the gentle giant of our farm. Now, Barron is a 15-week-old Great Dane puppy, but not just any puppy. Picture a furry skyscraper with floppy ears and a tail that could knock over a full-grown man. He is a sight to behold. Yeah, he is a big old fella, but don't let his size fool you. Barron is as gentle as a summer breeze, that one is. He has a heart as big as his paws. Barron lives in a small town, a place where the sun always seemed to shine a little brighter. It isn't a big place, but it does have a lot of animals, each with their own personality and quirks. But Barron, he has taken a special shine to the chickens. They are his favorite. Now, these aren't your ordinary run-of-the-mill chickens. No, sir, these are special. Nope, these are 13 of the quirkiest, cluckiest bunch you ever will see. Each one has its own unique personality. Barron, he just watches them, head cocked to the side like he's trying to figure out their feathered ways. It is a sight to see. Sometimes he even tries to join their dust baths, getting himself all covered in dirt. He looks so funny, but he don't mind. Chickens don't seem to mind none either. They just go about their business, pecking and clucking. They are used to Barron's shenanigans. It is like they are all part of one big happy family. As the sun sets over the small town, you can always find Barron and his feathered friends enjoying the last light of the day together. It is a peaceful sight, a reminder of the simple joys in life. Barron, the gentle giant, has a way of bringing a smile to everyone's face. He is more than just a dog. He is a friend, a protector, and a beloved member of the family. And that's the story of Barron, the gentle giant who has found his place among the quirky chickens and the bustling life of the coop. A true testament to the beauty of friendship and the joy of simple living. Now, these chickens, they are a hoot. There is Elsa, the bossy one, always strutting around like she owns the place. Then there is Benny, the scaredy cat, jumping at her own shadow. Flash, she is fast as lightning, always zipping around corners. And Pebbles, don't let the name fool you. She's a big old hen, round as a butterball. Bam, bam, she is always getting into trouble. Big Bird, well, she is just big. Buffy, she is the pretty one, with feathers like sunshine. Liberty, he is always looking for a handout. Balboa, she is the explorer, always pecking around for something new. Willow, she is shy, always hiding behind the others. And Violet and Hazel, they are the babies, always clucking away together. Life at our house with Barron and the chickens, it is never dull, I tell you. Every day brings a new adventure, a new story to tell. The sun will rise, casting a golden hue over the yard, and the animals will start their day with a burst of energy. Barron, our Great Dane, is always at the center of it all, his playful spirit infectious to everyone around. One time, Barron decided he wanted to play hide-and-seek with the chickens. Now, you might think a dog playing hide-and-seek is a bit unusual, but not for Barron. He has a knack for turning the simplest things into the most entertaining games. The chickens, curious and always up for some fun, join in. Now, chickens ain't exactly known for their hiding skills. They scatter in all directions, clucking and flapping their wings, trying to find the best hiding spots. It is a sight to behold, feathers flying everywhere, and the sound of their excited clucks filling the air. But Barron, he is determined. His eyes light up with excitement and his tail will wag furiously. He takes the game seriously, his nose to the ground, sniffing out every possible hiding spot. He is like a detective on a mission and nothing will deter him. Chickens will scatter everywhere. Under the porch, behind the water trough, anywhere they think Barron can't find them. They huddle together, trying to stay as quiet as possible, but their clucks will often give them away. Even up in the trees. Yes, the chickens will sometimes take to the branches, thinking they are safe from Barron's keen eyes. It is a hilarious sight, seeing chickens perched up high, trying to blend in with the leaves. Barron, he'll find them, one by one, tail wagging so hard his whole body shakes. Each discovery is a victory, and he will bark with joy, letting everyone know he has found another hiding chicken. The yard will echo with his triumphant barks and the chickens' playful clucks. Another time, the chickens decided to play a trick on Barron. They are clever, these chickens, always coming up with new ways to keep things interesting. They huddled together, plotting their next move. They found a big old mud puddle and started rolling around in it, getting themselves all covered in mud. They knew Barron wouldn't recognize them all muddy, and they were right. They looked like a bunch of little mud monsters. Then they went and stood right next to Barron, who was snoozing in the sun. Barron loves his naps, especially in the warm afternoon sun. He'd stretch out, his body relaxed, completely unaware of the muddy surprise waiting for him. Well, when Barron woke up and saw all those muddy chickens, he thought they were in trouble. His eyes widened, and he jumped to his feet, ready to help. He didn't realize it was all part of the chicken's plan. He started barking and howling, trying to get help. His barks were loud and urgent, echoing across the yard. He was genuinely concerned, thinking the chickens needed rescuing from some terrible fate. The chickens, they just looked at each other and started clucking like they were laughing. They had pulled off their trick perfectly, and Barron's reaction was just what they had hoped for. Their laughter was infectious, and soon the whole yard was filled with the sound of their amusement. They know how to have fun with that big old dog. It is moments like these that made life in a small town so special. The bond between Barron and the chickens is unbreakable, filled with love, laughter, and endless adventures. Now, for all his playful ways, Barron is a protector at heart. He isn't just any dog. He is a Great Dane with a heart as big as his paws. Every morning he trots around the yard, making sure everything is in its place. The chickens, they trust him completely. They know that with Barron around, they have nothing to fear. They know that with Barron on guard, they are safe. They know they are safe with their big old furry friend looking out for them. Barron, with his gentle eyes and protective stance. One time, a raccoon circled yard, its shadow falling over the grass. The raccoon, with its sharp teeth and keen eyesight, was a formidable predator, and the chickens knew it. Chickens huddled together, fear in their beady little eyes. They could feel the danger looming nearby, and their instincts told them to stay close and stay hidden. But Barron, he stood tall, placing himself between the chickens and the coon, teeth bared, a low growl rumbling in his chest. His presence was a wall of protection, and he was ready to defend his feathered friends at any cost. Coon must have decided it wasn't worth the trouble. It circled one last time, then ran off. It knew that Barron was a force to be reckoned with. Just ran off, leaving Barron and the chickens in peace. The coop returned to its tranquil state, with the chickens pecking at the ground and Barron lying nearby, ever watchful. The bond between Barron and the chickens is unbreakable, and they know that as long as he is around, they have nothing to fear.
Say goodbye, girls. Remember to hit those like, subscribe, and share buttons if you would. And remember, Jesus is the real MVP, so have a blessed week. And until next time, have a clucking good time.